I am Insomniac, and I am joined by...
This is Insomniac's brother, Raging Rob.
And we are talking about the douchebag piece of shit that is obviously Jesus.
That's right. Obviously, Jesus, a real piece of shit.
Now, first off, a while back, let me explain some of the backstory on this crap as I know it. Now, the part that I seen, he was more or less saying WoodysGamertag was exploiting his son because people kept asking him, what's wrong with your son? Respectfully, they were saying it. They wanted to know what the deal was with his son. So he made a video explaining, his son's learning disabilities and whatnot. But at the beginning, there was he was promoting some game that he wasn't being paid to promote this iPhone game at all. He was just telling people about it at the beginning of the video, and then he went on to talk about his son. Now, obviously, Jesus picked up on this, and this little faggot tried saying that he was exploiting his son by using that ad to gain money. And he did not get paid from, by anybody, publisher of that game or anything, for promoting it. It was just something he had on his phone. He thought he'd share it. And then he was going on making all these videos. He still continues to make videos. And that's why Machinima dropped his ass. So they wouldn't have two of their partners, going at it more or less. Which Woody really wasn't going at him. Just obviously Jesus doing that. So they drop him. Yeousch picks him up, and it's probably almost 6 months later, and he's still attacking Woody's son. But as far as the DJ KEEMSTAR aspect of it, from what I understand, he put on Twitter or somewhere that he hopes, or no, when DJ got swatted, he said that I wish that one of the cops would have shot your daughter. And
I heard that.
this guy is more or less attacking kids, and now Yeousch picked him up about 3 or 4 months ago after Machinima dropped his ass like a bad habit. And now DJ I guess has been in contact with two of the main people from Yeousch, and they refused to drop his ass. And now DJ is going on this campaign, which I fully support, with the hashtag DropOJ on Twitter, trying to get everybody to more or less see the video he put up explaining the whole situation, and just have everybody tweet at Yeousch, DropOJ.
And me, Raging Rob, I did a video explaining a little bit of what the situation, and I'm going to have a link of the Bad Kid Show on uh, my description, and which Keemstar explains in detail what goes on with obviously Jesus and when DJ got swatted, and he goes on about the whole thing. So
Now, my thing that I don't like about obviously Jesus is when you confront his ass, as I have done a couple times, he blocks you on his channel and on Twitter. Because when you call him out on his bullshit, he doesn't like his little minions, I'll call them, his dumbass people that actually believe the shit that spews out of that thing he calls a mouth. And he blocks you when you call him on his bullshit because he doesn't want people to know the truth.
yeah, he blocks me on YouTube.
And that's all he ever does. I have, people that I talk to on YouTube and on Twitter from YouTube, and they say, oh, obviously Jesus blocked me for making this comment, or I asked him a question about something and he blocked me. It's like, what the hell is this guy's problem? You call him on his bullshit, you ask a simple question, and he's gonna fucking block you, because he's scared. He's scared for his little minion followers to learn the truth about him. He wants them
Yeah,
to believe whatever he is shouting out, and he doesn't want people to know the true side of the story.
well, I don't know how true it is, but I heard that his audience is like a lot of little kids or whatever. And if you ever see the guy, I mean, the guy looks like a pedophile. I'm not trying to say he is. I'm just saying.
He looks like he's fucked in the head. I mean, come on. He wears a suit coat in every video. I mean, I understand when you do a video, 9 times out of 10, people would like you to have some kind of presentability. That's fine. But
Square, you know.
to wear a damn suit coat in every video like you're of some importance more than anybody else. And you ever hear how fast that guy talks? I mean, does he ever take a fucking breath? I mean, seriously. He just talks so fucking fast, and he acts like he's better than everybody else because he knows bigger words than some people, or he uses bigger words in his vocabulary, and he tries to talk down to people like he's so superior. It's like, okay. And then I hear him talk shit about his mom. Well, I don't know the story about him and his mom, but I think his mom should have swallowed when she had the chance. Seriously. That is one person this world could do
Wait, he talked
without.
shit about his own mom?
No, he was talking shit about his own mom, and I said, I don't know the story behind why he hates his mom, but I think she should have swallowed when she had the chance. That he should have just went down his mom's throat and never to become. Because I think the world would be better off. I mean, come on. Woody's Gamertag, his son has learning disabilities. This guy was talking bad shit about him, calling him a fucking retard, and, all this crap. He was talking about raping his wife and his daughter. And then he does that crap before that about DJ, saying his 1-year-old daughter, he wished that she got shot when he got swatted by one of the cops.
Jesus
I mean, how
Christ.
fucked in the head do you have to be to go attacking kids? And you got this dumbass company, Yeousch, and I never really did like him anyway.
See how what's going on?
They know what's going on. There's one
And
guy,
they all care about
he goes by
money.
Big Snacks, and there's another guy, I don't remember what he goes by or what his channel is or anything, but DJ contacted them both, explained the situation, and I think at least one of them has kids himself, and they just don't give a shit. But anyway, I just wonder what the hell is up with Yeousch when they have this guy who's partnered with their network, and he just continues to bash little kids like this, and they just see it as acceptable. One of which has a couple kids, if I'm correct. I don't know which one, but DJ mentioned, what if I said this about your kids? You wouldn't like it too much, would you? But
How
they're
many
gonna
kids does DJ have?
DJ has one. But these guys, one of them that I know for sure has kids. I don't remember which one, but they're gonna condone one of their partners talking bad shit about kids, Woody's kids and his
That's
family,
because
and
y'all
DJ's kid.
like they're making too much money off of them.
But see, here's the
Y'all sounds like a greedy fucking bastards.
here's the problem. I mean, why do you think Machinima dropped his ass? I mean, one, because of what he was saying, and two, because of who he was saying it to. When he was talking bad shit about Woody's Gamertag's son and family, well, they don't want two of their partners having conflict like that, and Woody basically didn't say a damn thing bad to him, so they dropped his ass like a bad habit. And it's just fucking all these people are jumping behind obviously Jesus because they're fucking stupid and brainwashed. And then Yeousch just keeps on going with it. These guys are greedy motherfuckers. Obviously, like DJ put it, they are fucking greedy for money. Pretty sure he said that.
Why don't we just all boycott Yeousch? How's that?
See, that is what DJ is trying to have happen. He said to all Yeousch partners, if you don't like them supporting obviously Jesus, then drop Yeousch. I mean, there's always Machinima. They might have to raise their standards a little bit, but they could go with Machinima, which is a hell of a lot better. I'm sure they even pay better because they're the biggest partnership on YouTube next to YouTube itself. But I think this guy, I mean, he's lucky he doesn't have kids because you know how many people would be going after his kids? It's just fucking ridiculous. This guy needs to be taught a lesson. He needs to be dropped. I mean, yeah, some people say it won't stop him from making videos if he's not partnered. True, but people will take him less seriously if he's not partnered. Slightly, but at least he wouldn't be paid for spouting this bullshit about people's kids that don't deserve it, that can't defend themselves. What do you think about this little faggot?
Well, I've seen the guy. I don't think he looks like a pedophile, and he needs to grow up. Really, I mean, from what I heard, he's got an audience. It's mainly children. So I don't know, man. It's just I don't know too much about the situation, so.
Well, here's how bad this guy actually goes into it. Woody's got a series called Mail Monday where his subscribers send him letters and whatnot. He picks about 3 or 4 of them and, gives advice on them. Well, obviously Jesus was making fun of that and made his own series called Mail Monday, but instead of like mail, M-A-I-L, it was M-A-L-E. Like the man, Mail Mondays, talking like sex questions and shit like that. Just ripping
Obviously,
off.
that's my head.
He was just ripping off his thing. I mean, he had a picture of like Woody from Toy Story on there or some shit, but I mean, it was just like a total smack in the face to Woody's Gamertag's Mail Monday. I mean, clearly with the Woody picture of Woody from Toy Story, that was a smack in the face to Woody. Like, hey, look what I'm doing. What are you gonna do about it? Which Woody knew about it, I'm sure. He just kind of blew it off like, fuck him, let him do whatever the fuck he's gonna do. I don't give a shit.
Sort of like you would. Well, I don't want to mention anybody. I don't want to piss you off or anything, but the problems that you had. Sort of like that. I mean, what would you do in that situation?
What if
I mean,
somebody was copying my content or talking about my kid?
talking about your kid, which has already happened.
Well, if I was able to find the motherfuckers, well, I would meet them at their front fucking door and face them and then see what the fuck they say. I mean, I've already stated, a lot of people probably already heard me say it. If I ever found out where the closest person lived, I would gladly, and I know who he is. He lives in Ohio. I'm not going to say his name because if he's going to be watching this, I'm not giving you the fucking satisfaction of me saying your name
You're
in
gonna
one of my
watch what you're
videos.
saying.
But I know he
Like,
lives in Ohio. I don't know exactly where, but I know the closest person lives in Ohio. And if I ever found out where he lived, I would gladly drive down there and sacrifice 24 hours in jail just to punch him in the fucking face, regardless of how old he is. I don't give a shit. I would beat the fuck out of him.
I know. Yeah, watch what you say on the internet, Andy, because it could be considered threatening and they could flag it. So.
Hey, they want to use this as a threat? Guess what? If I find out where you live, I know you're probably watching this.
Come on.
I know you're probably watching this. I almost guarantee it, 98% you're watching this. Well, I know you live in Ohio, and if I find out where you live ever, like a legitimate location, I'm going to come pay you a little visit. I'm going to knock at your front door, and I want you to say everything you've ever said bad about me, my family, my child, everything to my face, because I don't think you have the balls. I might not beat the shit out of you because I might not want to go to jail that bad, but I don't think you have the balls to say what you've always said to me to my face. Because really, these kids on the internet, if say DJ were to face up to what?
I was wondering if you can hear me. I'm having some problems here on this end.
I guarantee if, like, say, Woody's Gamertag or DJ KEEMSTAR were to go face to face with obviously Jesus, I guarantee he would not say anything that he has ever said to their face. I think
It's
he'd
not
be.
worth getting fired from your job and going to jail for. They're gonna do what they're gonna do. They're a piece of shit.
No, I'm just saying, if they were to just meet up with him face to
Teenagers,
face, if they were to meet face to face, I guarantee he would not say to them what he has been saying about them in his videos. I don't think he would. I don't think he has the balls.
Little punk teenagers to hide behind the fucking computer, that mommy and daddy paid for them. You think these guys are our age? They're not.
At most, they're probably 18, 19.
Obviously, Jesus, you've seen him. You've seen what he looks like.
Yeah, he looks like he's about 15, but he's in his 20s. I know that much. I just don't know exactly how old he is.
So he needs to grow the fuck up. He's obviously got no life. It should be obviously no life instead of obviously Jesus. Because I'm 29 years old and he looks about my age.
I know when that stuff was going on with Woody's Gamertag, like Woody knows he knows a professional UFC fighter. I mean, Joe Lozon. Most people probably know who he is if they follow UFC. He just had a show probably about a week ago on TV, on Fox. Well, he knows somebody that has an octagon ring, like either at a gym or at their house, whatever. He challenged, obviously, Jesus to fight, go a couple rounds in the octagon. In an octagon ring. Okay, whatever. Well, supposedly, obviously, Jesus was blaming the fact that he got a shitty rental car when he was down in, what the fuck, he went down to Arizona or something. For whatever reason. Like, when Woody went to PAX East. Or, no, where was it? Fucking, like, E3 or, I think it might have been E3. When Woody went to E3,
I was in L.A.
yeah.
Down.
He around the same time, he challenged obviously Jesus to go a couple rounds in this guy's octagon ring that he had. Okay, well, obviously Jesus seemed like he was going to accept it, and I don't know how the fuck he ended up in Arizona, but he got a rental car, and apparently it might have been a shitty one, and he was blaming that on Woody's gamertag and using that as an excuse of why he couldn't meet up with him to accept his challenge.
I'd like to find out where in Arizona the fuck it was, because I live in Arizona.
Phoenix.
Oh, Phoenix. Oh, yeah.
I seen his dumbass video bitching about his damn rent a car.
Oh, I know where he picked it up. He picked it up at Sky Harbor Airport over on
Well, he
Buckeye and
said it
C
was.
Street. Yep.
He said where the rent a car place was, it was shitty, and there was two ghetto-looking guys, if I quote him correctly, that were standing outside the gate, and when the van drove in the gate for him to go get his car, they followed the van in. But he was bitching about, oh, I had a broken window and this was wrong with it. But he was using that as an excuse why he couldn't meet up with Woody's gamertag. And then he claims, oh, all these videos you're making and giving me. He claims all this attention you're giving me is paying for a new rent-a-car for me. Well, okay, if you got this rent-a-car, why not accept Woody's challenge? Are you scared? I mean, yeah, he's a little bigger than you, but you're the one that started all this shit.
He's probably just making fucking excuses.
No, he shot the thing from a hotel room. No, but you're right. He might not have been here in Arizona. He might have just walked down to some shitty motel down the street from his home and just started filming, and, oh, I'm in Arizona and blah, 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 blah.
So where does he live?
Shit.
I mean, don't give me his address or whatever. Just give me a general state
like
or
Rhode Island or some shit.
Yeah, there ain't no desert in Rhode Island, so.
But he was in the hotel room, so I don't know. But it's like he backs down from Woody's challenge, and then he still, to this day, if you go look at his channel,
I've been through Rhode Island.
His channel is Mr. Obviously Jesus, if anybody wants to go check it out. And if you look at some of his videos, you can see to this day he is still talking about Woody's gamertag and his son. He will not drop it. I mean, he even did some stupid apology thing to Woody's gamertag, and he said, what'd he say? I'm sorry for party rocking so hard that your son lost the ability to speak while still in the womb.
Jesus Christ, this sick son of a bitch.
Yeah. I mean, he claims in another video he's not attacking Woody's gamertag's son. He's only using these, things that he's saying to get to Woody. But when it clearly something like what I just quoted him on is attacking his son. Now, it's fucking retarded.
I've done a lot of stuff on the internet. I've used a lot of colorful language and gotten a little racial issues. I'm known as Raging Rob, and I rage about different topics between news and politics and whatever goes on in my life or whatever goes on in the valley, whatever goes on in news. But I've never brought people's kids into it. I mean, that's just crossing the line. That is absolutely ridiculous. I would never do something like that.
That is a line you do not cross. I don't care how bad you hate somebody.
Brought anybody's kids. I rage about different topics. I leave it at that. I don't swat anybody's houses, and I don't fucking call anybody on the phone or anything. I leave it on Xbox Live. I leave it on the internet. That's where I leave it.
Well, see, something like that, I agree. That is a line you do not cross. You do not, I don't care how bad you hate somebody. I mean, even if they do something that you think warrants physical punishment from you to them, you do not attack their families, attack their children. You leave that out of it completely. Whatever beef you have, squabble, what argument, whatever, is between you and that person. Hold on. Are you back? Can you hear me? Well, I can't hear you. I can't hear you on Skype. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right.
Got it?
Yeah, I'll
Can you
just.
hear me?
Yes.
All right. Fucking, I don't know what the hell's going on. So,
But yeah, this guy seriously needs to get dropped from Yeousch. They need to get a swift kick in the head just to realize what they're exactly promoting. You know, who they're paying and what he is
I
saying.
don't think they care.
Obviously, they don't. And, we just need to. Everybody in this YouTube community, Twitter, whatever, just needs to keep on spamming them. Drop OJ, drop OJ, get rid of this fucker.
Why don't we all just drop Yeousch? Fuck them. Let them fuck each other.
Anybody that is partnered with Yeousch, and I do have a couple friends from YouTube that are partnered with Yeousch. Now, I know at least one of them totally doesn't agree with OJ. Now, I would like to agree with DJ and say if you're a Yeousch partner and Yeousch doesn't drop him, then drop Yeousch. I mean, some people, yeah, they're not going to do that. Some might, but I think if why would you want to be partnered by a douchebag company like that is going to support an ass, like ObviouslyJesus?
Because they want to increase their ratings and increase the audience, because certain people go on certain websites and don't go on other websites, so they want to increase the audience and increase their
Yeah,
money.
until people start boycotting Yeousch to the effect that they are neglecting to watch good
And some people don't
commentators'
care. They're scared
videos.
of losing money.
They they're gonna eventually, I think, if this keeps up and this thing grows hotter and hotter, I think over time people are gonna start boycotting every single person that's partnered with the Yeousch, no matter what, just so they won't have to associate with the Yeousch name. They won't watch no videos by any Yeousch director, partner, whatever. And it's really going to hurt them if they don't just give them the boot now or soon. I mean, really, they're going to be just hurting themselves. I mean, why do you think Machinima dropped them? Because of this same bullshit. Because they don't like two of their partners, or at least one of them attacking another one of their partners. So they dropped him. Plus, they didn't like what the hell he was saying. It was unwarranted at all. And then Yeousch is going to be this little asshole company and it's going to pick him up and promote the shit out of him and pay him to say the same crap that got him kicked off of Machinima. Now, he claims
You're
that
forgetting the point. They're talking about kids. Hello.
But he claims, in one of his videos, when he talks about leaving Machinima, he claims that he left Machinima because they wanted him to go so long without being paid for his videos as like a probationary thing, which if you fuck up, I don't see the problem with that. If you're a good commentator with Machinima, you make enough where you can go, if you don't have a lot of bills, which I know he doesn't, you can go a month without being paid. And then, go 30 days, whatever. Your probation's up, you're back to normal as long as you don't do that shit again. He didn't want to do that, so they dropped him. They tried to give him an ultimatum and say, hey, go this long without, making any money on your videos, and we'll consider reinstating your partnership. It was kind of like his partnership was on hold.
Is that what Yeousch did?
That's what Machinima offered to do for him.
And he didn't want to go back to cinema.
They said if you stop doing this stuff, stop attacking Woody, stop making these kind of videos, we'll put you on like a 30-day or whatever it was probation. I don't remember what he said in the video. So basically, he'd go like a month or two without being paid for making videos. He'd just make his videos for free, like when he first started out. And then they would, give him another chance and, reinstate his contract or whatever, and he'd start getting paid again after this probationary period, if you can call it that.
But he didn't want to do that?
He didn't want to do that, so they dropped him. They tried to keep him around, and he didn't want to go for their terms, so they dropped him. He didn't leave.
Okay, so how did this obviously Jesus guy start? What before Woody was even in the picture? How did he do his videos or whatever? What did he comment on? I mean, just
Just video games, pretty much like all the recent commentators started out, just doing different video games and topics and whatnot. And I
now
mean,
that
I've
it's
seen so many comments on his channel before all this DJ and Woody drama that, you know, people used to like the topics he talked about. They liked his opinion, which I've seen a couple of his videos back in the day, and at that time he seemed like he was an intelligent individual. But since this Woody stuff and the DJ thing, it's just this guy, he went from an intelligent individual down to somebody that's a stupid fucking ass.
he ran out of creativity or what? I mean, he's not very creative. That's
It
the only
seems
thing he's
like
doing is Woody, Woody, Woody.
it seems like he really ran out of creativity, and he's just basically making up any excuse for a video. He's desperate to make money on it, and I mean, people say people like Wings of Redemption is a, you know, just in it to make money because he puts up a video about anything. Well, in this case, it is actually true. It seems like he is just putting out any, you know, video after video after video attacking Woody and his family and his son just to make money because he doesn't do anything else. Occasionally, he might do another video about some stupid crap that pisses him off, but most of the time, it's a Woody video. Like I said, if you go to his channel, Mr. Obviously Jesus, that's his channel name, you will see most of his videos are about Woody's gamertag or some variation thereof. It's all he knows to do. It's just, I mean, I understand. He claims he's, sometimes people say he's a troll. No, DJ KEEMSTAR is a troll.
I admit to trolling. I mean, I do that sometimes on Xbox Live.
DJ even admits he's a big troll. Well, obviously, Jesus, if he's trolling
Who's not a
people,
troll?
he
I mean, everybody
sucks.
trolls.
Obviously, Jesus is just one of those guys that just needs to get smacked in the face repeatedly with a 9 iron.
Yeah, but there's a difference between stalking and trolling. Trolling is nothing. I do that. I mean, I'm
What he's
guilty of it.
doing is just morally wrong. And he thinks he's going to suffer no action. Well, if Yeousch does smarten up and drop his ass, well, then obviously Jesus will almost be out of luck as far as partnerships because I think Yeousch and Machinima are the two biggest next to YouTube themselves. And he can't do that because sometimes he, well, he used to anyway, he put video games behind his videos. So, I mean, TGN, that's, you know, they're not going to go after him because they're a gaming partnership.
You know, YouTube's not going to go after him. I mean,
They're not because if he ends up putting more video games behind his thing, you can't do that being partnered with YouTube. That's why so many people try to go after Yeousch or Machinima because they have contracts with the game developers for people, you know, say I were to get partnered with Machinima. They have agreements with the game developers for their partners and directors to use gameplay and get paid for it. That's why there's no copyright problems when Woody posts a Modern Warfare 3 video or if he downloads a trailer that IGN put up on YouTube and he puts it on his channel explaining it. That's why there's no copyright problems because Machinima has agreements with the game developers to allow that kind of thing. Now, somebody like me right now, if I were to do it, I'd probably get a copyright claim on my channel. And they'd probably remove the video if they really wanted to go that far.
and I had a video removed a couple weeks ago.
But I mean, I've had the minor things where, you know, I had some content from somebody else and I acknowledged it and I wasn't claiming it as my own. I didn't even monitor, like my gun music video, or, well, no, the one I did has the song We Will Rock You by Queen in the background and it shows all the shotguns and the
Yeah.
guns going up. I didn't monetize that video because I don't own the music. Therefore, I didn't select to get paid from people viewing that. I'm not going to do that because the video was mine, but the audio wasn't. So, therefore, why would I claim something that's not mine? Then I'd get a copyright claim on my channel, and I don't know. But he needs to get dropped from Yeousch today. If they were smart, they would do that. But obviously, they don't give a shit. After DJ's contacted him repeatedly, like I said, one of them has kids, and he still doesn't give a shit. But it's like, you got to put yourself in his position. What if it was your kids? Then how would you feel? You wouldn't like it too well.
They say that the money is root of all evil, so that must be true.
Well,
So
that was
Yeousch,
DJ's point. If he said to that guy, put yourself in my shoes, in Woody's shoes. If it was your kid, this guy was talking bad about, you wouldn't like it too well. You would definitely do something about it. So why let him do it to other people's kids, especially to people that are highly respected in the YouTube community? It doesn't make any sense. But basically, obviously, Jesus is a piece of shit, and he can go fuck himself. I just wish he wasn't so much of a pussy where he blocked me as soon as I called him on his bullshit.
yeah, he
But
blocked me too. A few months ago, I made a obviously Jesus. I think the name of the title. I made a video saying I forgot exactly what I said, but I said something about obviously Jesus. I called him out, and well, he blocked me on YouTube like a little bitch. So
well, if you remember, I made that video. Obviously, Jesus obviously sucks when that Woody shit was going on too.
yeah,
But
I think the
basically,
name of the video I made was obviously Jesus is a piece of shit or something like
he
that.
he needs to get dropped from Yeousch, or people need to start dropping Yeousch. Anybody watching this, go on Twitter with the hashtag DropOJ and just send it to Yeousch and get that topic trending. Hashtag DropOJ. Send that everywhere. Send it to obviously Jesus. Send it to Yeousch. Send it to any Yeousch partner / director that you know of, just to get the word out. This guy is a piece of shit. Like I said, he needs to be hit in the face repeatedly with a 9-iron after what he's been doing. And he continues to do it without repercussion, without remorse, without any punishment whatsoever. I mean, come on. He got dropped from the biggest partnership on YouTube, and then the second biggest picked his ass up because they wanted the money. It's what it comes down. Now I see why DJ hates Yeousch so much. They wanted the money. Well, guess what, bitches? Your money is going to go down the fucking drain if you don't drop this guy.
And YouTube won't do shit because they're so damn big and paranoid and so fucking stupid. I love YouTube. I love them, but sometimes they're real stupid on shit like this. You
Yeah.
know, here's the thing about YouTube. You still there?
Yeah.
Here's the thing about YouTube. Okay, I that thing with yeah. I'm sorry I named your daughter, but anyway, I bitched and bitched and bitched at YouTube about the videos that was going on with, and I bitched and bitched at YouTube, and they did nothing. But yet I make one video. I was going off on a Native American drunk in my cab car in my taxi. I make one video about a Native American, and they pulled that son of a bitch off YouTube. But yet all these videos about and all this shit, I bitched and bitched and bitched at YouTube about it, and they did nothing about it. I had to get on the phone with the Center for Missing and Exploited Children, give them the YouTube link to that video, and they called up YouTube, and I guess they fucking bitched at YouTube, and YouTube pulled it within a second. I mean, they pulled that damn thing, but I had to get on the phone with the Center of Missing and Exploited Children to have that fucking video removed on. That was just one video of many videos.
It
YouTube
just
doesn't want to do shit about it.
it's just people just don't give a fuck about, their actions. Obviously they have no fucking remorse for their actions. They're just stupid kids. I mean, obviously that little fuck is not a kid because he's in his 20s, but sure as hell acting like one. I mean,
Yeah.
it just shows how much YouTube has gone down the drain in the last couple of years, where they'll allow this kind of crap to go on.
Everything's going down the drain. I mean, it's just
I mean, yeah, YouTube has its bugs, but this is a problem that Yeousch can easily take care of. terminate his contract, and he will be gone. Because there will really be nobody else bigger that he can go with. I mean, he got dropped from the biggest, and Yeousch is the second biggest, and if they drop him, well, then he's gone. He'll be done. I mean, he'll have nowhere else to go. He might actually have to get his pale ass outside and get a real fucking job, because he looks like he hasn't seen sunlight in about 5 years. So, obviously, Jesus, if you guys are subscribed to Obviously Jesus, spread this video around, because I want him to see it. I really do. I mean, tell him to unblock me for 5 minutes and give me his opinion on this shit. I don't think I have him blocked. So if you are subscribed to him, send him on over to this video, share it with him. I want to see his name, and don't somebody make a fake account and try to pass yourself off as Obviously Jesus, because I can check on that. You know, it's easy. Just go to your channel, and if you got no fucking videos and subs, then you're a douchebag for trying. I want the real guy to come and leave comments on this video, just so I can see what he thinks about this and how much people think he's a piece of shit. Now, I know he won't care, but eventually, if Yeousch is smart, they're going to see where they're doing wrong. And maybe, just maybe, if the word gets strong enough, they will drop his ass. So, give this video a like. If you hate Obviously Jesus as well, share the hashtag on Twitter, DropOJ. Share this video on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, wherever. You know, hell.
Let's get him removed from the internet.
Fucking favorite it and make it featured on your channel for all I give a shit.
As far as I'm concerned, this guy's a pedophile in my book.
And also subscribe if you haven't done so already, because I'd greatly appreciate it. And basically, let's get the word out about this fucking idiot, Obviously Jesus, and Yeousch. Like I said, spam the hashtag @Yeousch on Twitter. Hashtag DropOJ. Because this fuck needs to get dropped. Fast. Did you want to say your channel before I end this?
And just remember, subscribe to Rampage Rob Hot. That's youtube.com/Rampage Rob Hot. And other channel, Rob Hot 1982, The Legacy. Stay tuned. We're going to be doing Woodward Dream Cruise videos. There's going to be a lot of Woodward Dream Cruise videos coming up pretty soon, like 2 days away. Are we going to be doing a podcast there?
I'm planning on it.
Okay, me, Double J, you. Okay.
Well, thanks for watching, guys, and have a good day or night, depending on where you reside.